की जय, महाराज की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, निताय गौर सीतानाथ प्रेमानंदे, हरे 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 कृष्णा. So thank you for all the devotees joining today for Lithium Bhagavatam Sevaya. So hope I think screen is visible, Prabhu. Audio is clear.
Yes, Prabhu, it's clear, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you. So Shikmar Prabhu actually is traveling. He's in the train. So Prabhuji said he'll be coming, maybe joining late or maybe not. So he asked to record the session also. So we will proceed with today's Srimad Bhagavatam reading, Canto 8, Chapter 11, entitled King Indra Annihilates the Demon, and we will discuss from verse number 9 onwards. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimarandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Tapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapatakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamcha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saragana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanasahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sarganarlita Shri Vishakanitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyavacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Mugam Karoti Vachalam Pangun Langeti Grim Etkrupatam Manje Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shradvaita Gadadara Shivasati Gaura Bhaktavranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. श्रीमद् ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. So we will recite from verse number Canto 8, Chapter 11, and verse number 9. So wishing you all a very happy and blessed Janmashtami, a very auspicious day, and we will be hearing Srimad Bhagavatam today. So verse number 9. Mataji, you want to recite, Mataji? Mataji?
Hare Prabhuji. No, next I will recite, Prabhu.
Next, okay.
I have to get my specs, that's it.
Yeah. Hey, Mataji, Ambili Mataji, Ratna Mataji, anybody wants to recite?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I will recite, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th Canto, Chapter 11, Sloka number 9. Na vayam manyamananam atmanam tatra sadhanam giro vah sadhu sochyanam gruhinmo marma thadanaha na vayam manyamanan atmanam tatra sadhanam giro vah sadhu sochyanam gruhinmo marmatadanaha. Translation. You demigods think that your own selves are the cause of your attaining fame and victory. Because of your ignorance, saintly persons feel sorry for you. Therefore, although your words afflict the heart, we do not accept them. Translation once again. You demigods think that your own selves are the cause of your attaining fame and victory. Because of your ignorance, saintly persons feel sorry for you. Therefore, although your words afflict the heart, we do not accept them. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. So since there is no purport, actually we'll go to the next verse. 8.11.10. This also no purport, so we'll go to the. So, Saratita Mataji.
Hare Prabhuji, Pranam. Srimad Bhagavatam 8.11.10. श्रीशुक उवाच इति यक्ष्प्रिय विभुं वीरो नराचैर्वीरमर्दनः आकर्णपूर्णैर् अहनद् आक्षेपैराह आहतं पुनः श्रीशुक उवाच इति यक्ष्प्रिय विभुं वीरो नराचैर्वीरमर्दनः अहनद् आक्षेपैराहतं पुनः. Translation: Shukadeva Goswami said, after thus rebuking Indra, king of heaven, with sharp words, Bali Maharaja, who could subdue any other hero, drew back to his ear the arrows known as Narajas, and attacked Indra with these arrows. Then he again chastised Indra with strong words. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. So next verse, text number 11. Oh, yeah, this also.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, Ramashu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Srimad Bhagavatam 8.11.11. Evam nirakito devo vairina tatthevadina namrisyata tadrichepam tautrahat iva dipa. Evam nirakrito devo vairinam tatthevadina namrisyata tadrichepam todrahat iva dipa. Translation by His Divine Grace Abhay Chandra Ravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srilopad Ki Jai. Translation: Since Maharaj Bali Ruveks were truthful, King Indra did not at all become sorry, just as elephant beaten by the driver's road does not become agitated. Sorry, Prabhu. Translation once again. Since Maharaj Bali Uveksha were truthful, King Indra did not at all become sorry. Just an elephant beaten by the driver's rope does not become agitated.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
And 12, 12 there is purport. Yes. Anybody would like Sadananda Sham Prabhu? Is there? Yes, Prabhu. Sadananda Sham Prabhu. Shikmar Prabhu also joined actually. Hare Krishna, Shikmar Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji,
And
mobile, so not able to read this thing. I think.
yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare
Yes,
Krishna,
Mataji.
Prabhuji. Can I
Mataji.
read?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Okay, let
Hare
Mataji read.
Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam,
Mataji.
8th Canto, chapter 11, sloka number 12. Praharatu kulisham tasma amogham paramardanaha sayano nyupatad bhomau chinna paksha ivachalaha praharat kulisam tasma amogham paramardanaha Sayano chinna paksha ivachalaha. Translation. When Indra, the defeater of enemies, released his infallible thunderbolt, scepter at Bali Maharaj with a desire to kill him. Bali Maharaj indeed fell to the ground with his aeroplane like a mountain with its wings cut off. Translation once again. When Indra, the defeater of enemies, released his infallible thunderbolt scepter at Bali Maharaj with a desire to kill him, Bali Maharaj indeed fell to the ground with his aeroplane, like a mountain with its wings cut off. Purport. In many descriptions in Vedic literature, it is found that mountains also fly in the sky with wings. When such mountains are dead, they fall to the ground, where they stay as very large dead bodies. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So we are in the interesting session of the Samudra Mandan Leela. So we all know this famous pastime, Samudra Mandan, where the Asuras and the Devatas, they are churning to bring out the nectar because they want to get immortality, means Amritam. By taking this Amrita, they will attain immortality. So that was and then the Lord mediates and they are churning the ocean. We all know that. And how the Asuras they were also trying to steal the pot of nectar, and how the Lord was incarnates as Mohini Murti, and then how the Lord deceives the demons. So if you see this demons and the devotees, or we can say the devatas, from the beginning of creation they are existing. From the beginning of creation there are two categories of people: the demons and the devotees. Till date, you can see now also there are people who are following the scriptures, they are worshipping God, and there are people who are blaspheming the scriptures, and they are actually ignoring the instructions of the Lord. So the both categories of people we can see not only in the Western world, also in India also we can see. So throughout the creation, we can see these two categories of people are there. And who are Prabhupada says who are demons? Demons means it's not that they are physically they are different from the devotees. The demons means the internal attitude is actually what is actually referring to demons. Internal attitude means they are rebellious towards the Lord and the Lord's instruction, and towards the Lord's devotees also. They are called as demons. So one who is averse to the Lord instruction, and to the Lord devotees, they are called as the demons. So it is an internal mental state. Krishna also, Sri Krishna says in this chapter 16 of Bhagavad Gita, the divine and the demonic. So there Krishna is explaining the divine qualities and the demonic qualities. So whatever qualities, the demonic qualities are present in that person is called demonic. If the divine qualities are present in the person, it's called divine. And it is not that in the demonic family, if somebody is born, he will become demon. Like Prahlad Maharaj, he was born in a demonic family, but he was a great devotee of the Lord. Now, recently, this Mahavatar Narsimha, also very beautiful movie, animation movie. Yesterday, also, I think in Kanyadesh, they displayed this movie. You can see he was born in a Asuric family, and this was very, very successful movie. You can say, like, the whole, it was in a very high standard, and it became a very big box office hit. Mm. Now we can understand how when you give a quality thing, people are really willing to see those things, and definitely after watching this movie, many people, their faith in the Lord will increase. Because these things will actually help us to revive our faith. Instead of seeing normal movies, which is full of promoting lust, anger, greed, envy, this kind of spiritual movies, they actually promote our faith in the Lord, and also promotes our devotion. So that in that way, this movie was very much successful throughout India, and we can see a lot of people revived their devotional this one. So in that way, we can see even though Prahlad Maharaj was born in a demonic family, but he was the greatest devotee of the Lord. So it is not that somebody is born in means demonic or is devotee. Sometimes born in a devotee family also somebody can become a demon, because it is purely internal mentality, which is envy towards the Lord devotees, that makes a person actually as a demon. So, and from the beginning of creation, from Lord Brahma's creation itself, we can see these demons were created at the beginning itself. And normally, the demons and devotees, they are always fighting. They want to take up the position. Who wants to win? And here also, we can see the same situation. Now, Bali Maharaj, he wants to defeat the Devatas and take up the position. And we can see in this chapter how King Indra is annihilating all the demons. So first few verses, whatever we read now, there is no purport. So, but it is self-explanatory. Today's verse, actually, now the current verse which we are reading, verse number 12, is actually Indra now is attacking Bali Maharaj. Actually, Bali Maharaj is also a great devotee. You know that Atma Nivedanam. We can see this Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Navavida Bhakti. For the Atma Nivedanam, Bali Maharaj is given as an example because he has surrendered everything to the lotus feet of the Lord, and he accepted to place the Lord's feet on his head. So that is called Atma Nivedanam. And we can see here Bali Maharaj and Indra are fighting. Same way, you can see Indra and Vritasura fighting. So Vritasura also is a great devotee of the Lord. But again, he was fighting with Indra. Here also we can see Bali Maharaj, even though he was a great devotee of the Lord, this is one of the pastime where Indra and Bali Maharaj, they are fighting. And in this verse, it is explained that Indra attacked Bali Maharaj with his thunderbolt. So Indra's weapon is actually thunderbolt. That weapon is attacking, and Bali is actually falling down from his airplane. And the analogy is given like a mountain with its wings cut off. So Prabhupada writes here, in many descriptions in the Vedic literature, it is found that mountains also fly in the sky with wings. So in our experience, we do not see this, like mountains flying. So normally some people who are reading initially or who are skeptical, they may not accept that. So that's why they say it is mythology. Mythology means myth. So they say these are imaginations, which is like fairy tales. But because why we say it is fairy tale? Because we have not seen it in our experience. Mountains normally we consider as dead. So we don't see mountains flying. So normally we dismiss this as mythology. But scriptures are actually words of the Supreme Lord. So based on that, you can see how Prabhupada is having the faith. So he is telling as it is. He's not trying to cover up, telling that how I will write. No, mountain is having wings. So Prabhupada is, that's why Prabhupada written Bhagavad Gita also as it is. Srimad Bhagavatam also, whatever is in the verse, translation, same thing Prabhupada is repeating like a parrot. He does not try to change anything or adulterate anything of this meaning. But you can see if there are some Mayavadis, they will take, even Bhagavad Gita, they will take in a different meaning. They say this Kauravas means, Pandavas means these five senses. These are not real things happened. This Mahabharata, this is representing five senses. And this, unlike that, they will give some analogy, trying to cover up only the philosophical point. But here Prabhupada actually explains. In many descriptions in Vedic literature, it is found that mountains also fly in the sky with wings. So how do they fly? Because they are also having, in spiritual thing, everything is having a life. But when that life is dead, when such mountains are dead, they fall to the ground where they stay as a very large dead bodies. So in the spiritual world, we understand that everything is spirit there. The chamara is having life, the whisk is having life. In spiritual world, there is nothing called something dead. Dead is only if you can see in the material world. Living and dead is in the material world. But whereas, so when the mountains are living, they fly. When they are die, they fall to the ground and stay as a large dead bodies, which we see in our day-to-day life, the big mountains, hills, all those things. So that is our understanding here. And further, we can go to the next verse and we can see, of course, the Samudra Mandan Leela also, if you know, the people who have visited Bangkok and all, you can see in the airport, there's a big display of this Samudra Mandan Leela, where you can see the serpent Vasuki, the Mandara mountain, the Devatas on one side, Asuras. It's a very big depiction. So this is not only famous in India, the Samudra Mandan Leela is famous throughout this area, the Cambodia, Thailand, all those places. Ramayana also is very famous, all those places. There is also books giving this Ramayana stories and morals like that. So that is the understanding. And gradually, over the influence of Kali Yuga, these things are a little bit, the appreciation becomes very less in this Kali Yuga. Hare Krishna. So any questions or any doubts, any comments or anything to add, please, you can unmute and express it. We don't have any doubts, so we can go to the verse number 30. Hare Krishna. Shikmar Prabhu, you want to recite verse number 13?
Hare Krishna ji.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 8.11.13. Sakhayam padidam drishtva jambo bali sakha shrutah abhayat suhridam sakyur hatasyapi samacharan. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When the demon Jambasura saw that his friend Bali had fallen, he appeared before Indra, the enemy, just to serve Bali Maharaja with friendly behavior. Thank you, Bhaji.
Thank you, Mataji. So there is no purport, so we'll go to the next verse. So anyone wants to recite this verse number 14?
I will do, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Srimad Bhagavatam 8.11.14. ससिंहवः असाद्या गधम् उद्यम्य रंहसा जत्वा अताद्याश्चक्रं गजं च सुमहाबलः. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The
Yeah.
greatly powerful Jambasura, carried by a lion, approached Indra and forcefully struck him on the shoulder with his club. He also struck Indra's elephant. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. So there is no purport again. So we'll go to verse number 15. So I will recite verse number 15.
Okay, Baji.
Gada prahara vyatitito prasham vihivalito gajaha janupyam bayam dharanim sprishtva kasmalam paramam yayo. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Being beaten by Jambasura's club, Indra's elephant was confused and aggrieved. Thus it touched its knees to the ground and fell unconscious. Hare Krishna. So no purport. So we'll go to verse number 16. Anyone wants to recite verse number 16? Yeah, yes, Mati, please.
Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 8.11.16. Tadoretho matalina haribhirdesha sateirvrudaha anito deepam usrijya radham aruhe vibhu Tadoretho matalina haribhirdesha sateirvrudaha anito deepam usrijya Radham Aruhe Vibhu. Translation. Thereafter, Matali, Indra's chariot driver, brought Indra's chariot, which was drawn by 1,000 horses. Indra then left his elephant and got into the chariot.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. 11.7, 8.9.17. Anyone wants to recite?
Prabhuji.
Hi, Prabhuji, please.
Audible, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji, audible.
Okay. Shall I try?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Tasya tat pujyan karma yantur danava sattamaha shulena jalatatam tu samayamano ahnan mrday. Hare Krishna. Translation by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Appreciating Madali's service, Jambasura, the best of the demons, smiled. Nonetheless, he struck Madali in the battle with a trident of blazing fire. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you.
So verse number 18. Anyone wants to recite verse number 18?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I will read.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Srimad Bhagavatam 8.11.18. Sehe rujam sudumisha satvemalavayam mattaliha indro jambhayasya sandekrudo brajena paharachiraha. Sehe rujam sudumisha satvemalavayam mattaliha Indro Jambhayasya Sande Grudo Brajena Paharat Chiraha. Translation. By His Divine Grace, Abhachandra Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila ki jai. Translation. Although the pain was externally severe, Maitali tolerated it with great patience. Indra, however, became externally angry at Jambasura. He struck Jambasura with his a thunderbolt, and Dursar is hidden from his body. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Krishna Prabhuji, I think Shura
Prabhuji, yes,
Prabhuji.
Mataji. Yes.
Yes, I think some
Prabhuji is out.
network. Yes. So
Meditation.
19, shall I recite it 19? Maybe
Yes,
till that time
Mataji.
Prabhuji will come back.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. 8.11.19. Jambam srutva hadam tasya jatayo naradatrishe namujischa balapakas तत्रापेतुस्तत्वरन् विदः जम्बं श्रुत्वा हदं तस्य ज्ञातयो नारदर्षे नमूजिश्च बलपाकस्तत्रपेतुस्त्वरन् विदः. Translation: When Narada Rishi informed Jambasura's friends and relatives that Jambasura had been killed, the three demons named Namuchi, Bela and Paga arrived on the battlefield in great haste. Would you join back?
Yes, Mataji. The network
Yeah.
is working. Now okay. So there is no purport for this. So we'll go to next one. Verse number 20. So I will read verse number 20. Vachobi Parasai Indram Ardyanto Shyam Marmasu Sarair Avakiran Mega Darabir Iva Parvatam. Translation by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Rebuking Indra with harsh, cruel words that were piercing to the heart, these demons showered him with arrows, just as torrents of rain wash a great mountain. Hare Krishna. So we go to verse number 21. Anyone wants to recite verse
Hare
number
Krishna.
21? Yes,
Hare
ma'am.
Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 8.11.21. Harindasa satanya aju Harishwasya balasarihi Tavadbhir Ardyayam Asa Yugapalaghu Hastavan. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Quickly handling the situation on the battlefield, the demon Bala put all of Indra's 1,000 horses into tribulation by simultaneously piercing them all with an equal number of arrows. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Verse number 22.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Audible, Prabhuji? Okay.
Yes, Proji. Little bit there is there voice disturbance, but it's okay, bro.
Yeah, because from mobile I am trying, no? So that's why maybe mobile net is little slow. Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. शताभ्याम मादलिं पागो रथम सावयव पृथक् सकृत् संधान मोक्षेण तत् अद्भुतम् अभूद्रणे. Translation by His Divine Grace, Abhajarana Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Paga, another demon, attacked both the chariot with all its paraphernalia and the chariot driver Matali by fitting 200 arrows to his go and releasing them all simultaneously. This was indeed a wonderful act of the wonderful act on the battlefield.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, bro. Hare Krishna. So verse number 23.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Please, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th Canto, chapter 11, sloka number 23. Namuchihi panchadashabihi swarna pumkairmaheshubihi ahatya venadat sankhe satoya ivatodayah. Namuchi panchadashabihi swarna pumkhairmaheshubihi ahatya venadat sankhe satoya ivato yadaha. Translation. Then Namuchi, another demon, attacked Indra and injured him with 15 very powerful golden feathered arrows, which roared like a cloud full of water. Translation once again. Then Namuchi, another demon, attacked Indra and injured him with the 15 very powerful golden feathered arrows, which roared like a cloud full of water. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So this is verse number 23. Then we go to verse number 24. Yes, 24. Anyone wants to say 24?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Please, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Srimad Bhagavatam 8.11.24. Sarvatah sarikutena sankram saratha
Sakram.
sarathim. Sorry, Prabhu.
Sakram.
Sakram saratha sarathim chadayama sura sura pravite surinivambuddha sarvata sarikutena sakram saratha sarathim chadayama sura sura pravite surinivambuddha. Translation by His Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Ki Jai. Translation. Other demons covered Indra along with his chariot and chariot driver with incessant shower of arrows, just as clouds cover the sun in the rainy season.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Thank you,
Prabhu.
bro. Thank you, bro. Hare Krishna. So 11:25, there is purport, so we can discuss it now. So anyone wants to say 25?
Hare Shivaji.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Srimad Bhagavatam 8.11.25. Alaksyayantastam ativa vihvala vijukrushurdevagana sahanugaha anayankaha shatrubalena nirjita vanikpatabhinna navoyatarnave. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The demigods, being severely oppressed by their enemies and being unable to see Indra on the battlefield, were very anxious. Having no chapter or leader, they began lamenting like traders in a wrecked vessel in the midst of the ocean. Purport. From this statement, it appears that in the upper planetary system there is shipping and that traders there engage in navigation as their occupational duty. Sometimes, as on this planet, these traders are shipwrecked in the middle of the ocean. It appears that even in the upper planetary system, such calamities occasionally take place. The upper planetary system in the creation of the world is certainly not vacant or devoid of living entities. From Srimad Bhagavatam, we understand that every planet is full of living entities, just as Earth is. There is no reason to accept that on other planetary systems there are no living beings. Thank you, Paji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. So, basically, we are seeing here how Bali Maharaj has been attacked by Indra. The fall of Bali Maharaj, that is from verse number 10 to 12. Bali Maharaj falls down by Indra attacking Bali Maharaj. Because Indra attacked Bali Maharaj, and so his associates became very angry. And also Indra kills the another Asura called Jambasura. So when Indra attacks, Bali Maharaj falls down and Indra kills Jambasura. All the demons, asuras, they became very agitated, and they started actually torturing Indra. So that's what we are reading from here. The different asuras, how they actually are means attacking back Indra with sharp words. They are attacking. They threw arrows, and also they pierced Indra's horses, and also the Indra's elephant also felt unconscious. And all those things we are seeing. And here we can see further. If you go, this is verse number 25, then we can see how Indra kills the other asuras. But here we will go to today's purport, verse number 25. We can see here. This is called Sastra Chakshu. Sastra Chakshu means seeing through the eyes of the scriptures. And normally we have physical Mamsa Chakshu, means seeing through the physical eyes. So seeing through the physical eyes, when we see the sun planet, we see that sun is very hot, and we understand that because we don't see any living entity, we see it is very fire. So we understand that in fire, nobody can live. But recently, scientists found out that in fire also there are bacteria, fire bacteria. So here we can see from Sastra Chakshu, Prabhupada just is seeing from Sastra Chakshu. What is that Prabhupada is seeing from through Sastra? From this statement, it appears that in the upper planetary system, that is Bhur that we have this upper planetary system, there is also shipping. Because why he is saying? Because in the translation it is there. The demigods being severely oppressed by their enemies and being unable to see Indra on the battlefield, the demigods became so much disturbed because they are seeing is their people, his own person is being affected, and they became very, very anxious, nervous, we can say. And the example is analogy is giving having a no captain or leader for what? They began like lamenting like a traders in the wrecked vessel. So whenever a ship is sailing in the water, the ocean, we can see the ocean is a very big mass of body of water. And if you get lost in the midst of the ocean, there is no captain or no leader. We do not know where we have to go because all the four sides you see water. You don't see any land. So at that time, the traders who are in a wrecked vessel, they feel like lost. They do not know where they are going. Maybe you go in the wrong side, you will go another 10,000 kilometers in the sea only. But you could turn the other side, maybe it is only 100 kilometers to the land. So who knows all these things? A captain or the leader, they have the compass. They can navigate through the proper way. So that analogy is given. So proper from that analogy is coming to the conclusion that from this statement, it appears that in the upper planetary system, there is also shipping. So first of all, we from the material world, we do not know the living entities who are there in the upper planetary system. But from Shastra, we understand that upper planetary system also there is living entities. And there is shipping, and the traders there engage in navigation as their occupational duty. Why Prabhupada is saying? Because otherwise, if this experience is not there, how they are relating in the Srimad Bhagavatam? The demigods are saying the example like lamenting like traders in a red vessel. So sometimes, as on this planet, which is our earthly planet, these traders are shipwrecked in the middle of the ocean. So it appears that even in the upper planetary system, such calamities occasionally take place. So occasionally is the word used here. Occasionally means there they don't take place regularly. Here it happens regularly in the material world. Now you see anytime you open the news, we see all these calamities. No, every part of the world there is different calamities. There is forest fire, there is heavy rain, there is flood, there is earthquake, and so much calamities are there. But in upper planet system, they only happen very occasionally. They take place. So that is written here. And the upper planet system in the creation of the Lord is certainly not vacant or devoid of living. It is the second statement that Prabhupada mentioned that we should not think that now we are seeing from within our own material eyes, we are seeing Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, so many planets are there, even visible through our material eyes. But when we see, even they try to go to the moon planet, when you go, it looks like vacant. But according to the scripture, this every planet they are occupied with different varieties. Prabhupada gives example that how in the water, we are not able to live in the water, but there are bodies which are suitable to live in the water, like fish, aquatics. They can live in the water for throughout their lifetime. But our body, maybe we can be in the water for 1 day, 2 day. After that, our body will not be suitable to be in the water. Our body is suitable to be created by the Lord only to be on the land. And the fish body is suitably created to live on the water. And there are also creatures like tortoise or those which can live both in the land as well as in water. So like that, the Lord is creating suitable bodies out of these 5 elements, no? This Panchabhuta, earth, water, air, fire, ether. So similarly, when the Lord will create bodies made of fire in the fire planet, like sun or something like that. And similarly, you can see throughout the creation, you can see there are living entities. Sometimes if you go in the street, one time I visited one place very far. Just I stopped the vehicle, I got down and I saw in the sand, very remote area. We can see hundreds of ants are crawling there. From where they are coming, where they are going, every place there is actually living entities. That's why it is said that the upper planetary system, creation of the Lord, is certainly not vacant or devoid of living entities. So that means entire creation, material world as well as spiritual world, there are living entities full. Because we cannot see by our physical eyes, we should not conclude that there are no living entities. Only living entities are there in the earth. We should not conclude. Because not everything is visible by our naked eyes. It is not possible. From Srimad Bhagavatam, we understand that every planet is full of living entities. Whether you take Mars or Neptune or Pluto, there are living entities which we may be able to see or we may not be able to see. There are also a lot of, sometimes, there is a lot of research going on aliens. Aliens means that they are from different planets. And there are a lot of evidences like sometimes there are UFO sightings. UFO means unidentified flying objects. They are able to see in the sky. There are a lot of movies also come, no? Hollywood movies about aliens. So there are like every planet is having different kinds of living entities suitable to live in that planet. That is Lord's creation, just as Earth is. There is no reason to accept that on other planet system there is no living beings. Our only problem here is when we don't experience, immediately we conclude it is not possible. So that is our main conditioning effect. When we cannot do, we think nobody can do. When we see here, sometimes when we see that here life cannot be there, we conclude that there is no life because we are not able to see by our Mamsa Chakshu. But Shastra Chakshu, seeing through scriptures, they give a different kind of understanding that in every planetary system there are living beings. So that is a conclusion of this verse. And of course, this will continue now. Then continuing, I think there are total 48 verses here in this chapter. Then next coming verses, Indra actually kills all these asuras, Bala, Paka, Namuchi, who were actually torturing Indra. And then the fight stopped and the demons regained their position. Demons were brought back to life. And we can see that how next will be, the chapter will be Mohini Murti incarnation, how Mohini Murti is actually bewildering Lord Shiva. So that actually we can continue. And thank you all for coming on this very auspicious day, Sri Krishna Janmashtami, and hearing this Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. So if you have any questions or any doubts or any comments, or if you want to share any of your realizations, please feel free to unmute and you can share. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shonapalji. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, on the
Thank you, Prabhu.
auspicious day. We are lucky to hear from you. Thank you for sharing. Wonderful.
Thank you also.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hari. Anything?
So today we have
Can?
program, Prabhu. Evening we have program. Yeah, Salmiya we have program. So
Okay.
Abasi also
So I
we have
think
program.
our evening reading sessions will not be there today.
Yes,
Okay.
today will not be.
Okay.
Hare